Hello, and today we are reacting to Sleep Token Vore. Somebody recommended this in the comments to do gods, and we already did gods, and then they said we could do Vore. And then next, we're gonna do...
Well, we don't know yet.
And then next we're gonna... Well, yeah, we do. And then next we're gonna do Are You Really Okay? And then
maybe
after that we're gonna do this is a new band, Highly Suspect, My Name is Human.
Oh, I know that song actually. I actually know that song. Yeah, somebody said that in the comments.
We won't do that.
Well, anyway, yeah, so we've gotten a lot of... People could see by our first video when we listened to The Offering that we were into kind of the heavier stuff, so they recommended Gods and Vore. Those were the two, I mean, like, universally, too. Like, most people always like Gods and Vore. You guys got to check them out. So, Gods was our last one. I loved it. It's been my favorite so far. I like The Offering, too. It's not like I dislike it. You really like them both, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And something I just found out that was interesting. So, Gods and The Offering were both from their first album from 2019, Sundowning, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This one, Vore, is actually from the latest record from 2023, which was, Something of Eden? Take Me Back to Eden. So I'm interested to see, Jake, if we will see a huge difference between those first two songs we listened to versus this one.
I've heard the Eden one.
You have?
Yeah.
You heard the song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is going to be 4 years later than their other ones. We'll see if their kind of, I don't know, tastes or stylings have matured. The Offering really seemed like kind of a band in their their prime, I think, is, you know, whether I liked all the vocals or not, they seem to be kind of rooted in what they were doing in that song. So I'm going to shut up now. Is there any final things you want to say before we launch into this one?
Yes, I'm going to say, I don't even know what this word is, so we have to check it out.
What, Vore?
Yeah, I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what context they meet it in, so we're going to try to figure that out here. Yeah, but thank you guys for the comments. You've been leading us on a cool journey with Sleep Token. It's a band that I've been recommended before and didn't really listen to. Jake only knew them a little bit, so, all right. Ready for Vore?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. It is.
Now my mind messes screaming.
So we're a minute in. We're getting a change up here. Much like Gods, that was a very abrasive intro. I don't know if you remember Gods, but they got into it real quick. He was screaming right away. The Gods one I appreciated, though, a little bit more, and I felt like there was a good distinctive riff at the beginning. This, so far, this is the first time I've ever hit play on it, seems jumbled, and I didn't really gather anything from that so far. What do you think of it so far?
Good.
Just good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue.
Good.
I feel like it's settling in a little bit anyway. You don't like this so far?
Yeah,
Tell me why. I saw you shaking your head no when he started singing.
because I don't like that voice.
He's dipping into a little bit of the vocal stylings from the offering that we heard.
I hope he doesn't go tender.
Yeah, if he goes high pitch, I'm not sure I'll love it. And that's not even just something for this band. Like, when I first heard, I'm a huge Tool fan I talk about on here. When Fear Inoculum, the album, came out, and I heard Maynard doing that high register voice on the song Fear Inoculum, I was not a fan of it at first. Warmed up to it eventually. But I actually don't mind his vocals here so far, so I actually disagree with you a little bit. So now Jake is the one that thinks Vessel's voice is horrible. You heard it here. I didn't say it. But I'm not minding this so far. I am glad that they gave this song a chance to calm down so we can kind of, be showered with it. But that first minute, I felt like we were just bludgeoned. So, anything else before we continue? We're about halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay. Something's obviously coming. Sorry if I stopped it at a perfect moment there, or a horrible moment to stop it. I am not minding his vocals in this. And I was critical of ones that sounded, I think, probably somewhat similar when I heard The Offering the first time. Maybe that was just because it was the first time I was hearing his vocals. But I do like these little interludes. I liked whatever that was. It sounded like more of a keyboard piano, actually. Maybe, I don't know if it was a guitar or a piano playing some of these sounds in the background, but I do like that little interlude. And what I think we're getting used to with this band is every song is like a little Bohemian Rhapsody. Like every song has multiple songs in one. Yeah, I don't know. I actually, about the heavy parts in this, I'm not a huge fan so far because it's just, I feel like, again, you're being bludgeoned and I'm not a fan of the screaming. You did like this part though? You thought it sounded like a Spanish guitar? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see what we're about to hit here, because I think it was something big. Like this? Yeah. This is the worst song I've heard yet. Do you agree with that statement or disagree?
Disagree and agree at the same time.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess, you can think multiple things, but I should probably let this finish before I give my overall thoughts. We got over a minute left. But this part here sounds like melodramatic radio rock. which I hate. I mean, and again, I don't know everything about this band yet. I think that they are relatively unique from what I've heard, but some of their stuff seems kind of, and maybe it's purposeful, like this is reminding me of Breaking Benjamin, who I do not like. And
I don't know. Do you not know a lot of Breaking Benjamin songs?
I know probably a handful, and I don't like any of them. I don't like his voice. I think it sounds like it's melodramatic and crap. I just don't like it.
Because I think we would do like a Breaking Benjamin reaction if you haven't heard any of the songs and me.
Well, I've heard a few of them. I kind of want to go by what the audience tells us, though, because they give us good ideas that we didn't think of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to kind of continue with their recommendations, but that's what this is reminding me of. And it's not like I hate every band that's radio rock. I really like Chevelle, actually. I've liked them since the beginning, basically, when they were first around. Not all their tracks. There's some that I think are kind of garbage, but there's songs I absolutely love by them. So I'm not like, I don't have disdain for any kind of rock that could be on the radio or anything. Tool's been on the radio, even though it's totally different. But yeah, I'm not feeling this either, Jake. You want to hear the last minute and see what we think?
Yeah.
Early fade again. This band is a fan of fading songs super early. They did that with The Offering, I remember. Pretty sure it was The Offering. Started fading at like 25 seconds left. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Didn't like it. Maybe we're disappointing people. What's the consensus on this band from 2019 to 2023 to today? Do you think that they've improved? Have they gotten away from a signature sound from the beginning? I'm just curious what you guys think. I know people recommended Vore because it was like up there in the heaviness, vibes. And it was heavy, but I didn't like this kind of heavy. The heavy parts were abrasive, disjointed, boring, I thought. I didn't love his screaming in this one, and the interludes did not make up for it. I just didn't think they were good enough to make the rest of the song good. I actually, again, thought it was kind of like Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, radio crap. But what's your overall opinion here, Jake? Sounds like it wasn't your favorite either.
It was good and not good and terrible at the same time.
Okay. If you were rating this out of 100, and I'll try to be honest here, because usually you just say like 100 or whatever. What do you rate this one out of 100?
About 83.
No, that's actually pretty good. This is maybe one that requires more listens on my part. And if you watch our video on The Offering, which I highly recommend, that's the first one we did of this band, and you can see me live on the video go from disdain to really liking the song. That's not the case with this one. I just don't like this top to bottom. Maybe I need to listen to it more. I don't know. I'm probably giving this like a 45 out of 100. I may need to listen to it again. But so far, I like their earlier efforts more than this. This is one of their newer tracks. So, maybe I'm missing something. I'll listen to it again. But we'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. And, don't get us twisted. We don't need to have just heavy stuff. I mean, I'm open to hearing whatever the top tracks are of this band and similar bands that you would recommend. We just traditionally like heavier stuff, just not so much the screaming parts, that's all. This was loud, but not heavy in a way that I like it. I don't feel like there was enough space left in between the notes. It was just like abrasive, hitting you over the head, you know. So not a huge fan. I think definitely the worst one we've heard yet. Really like Gods. Very much like The Offering. I think there's potential for The Offering to overtake Gods for me the more I listen to it. But yeah. Do you have any final thoughts on Vore here or anything else? You're good? You don't want to tell them what to do regarding the channel or anything?
Now, recommend some more songs in the comments. Like, subscribe if you want to see if I'm live stream, comment, and how you like this video. And share this to somebody you like or do not like. And if you view too, that would be